foster parent for about 17 years, and I have a question about juvenile justice reform. First of all, do you think that a mistake happened in 2015? And the next question would be, because I'm new at this and I've never done any of the political stuff, what is happening now? To anybody.
Thank you.
I get that. Before I answer the question, Carl and I were having a conversation, and he says this cannabis bank bill is a really good idea. And I says, that's very interesting, can you tell me? So anyway, to answer the juvenile justice thing, you're absolutely right. We made a mistake. The pendulum goes back and forth. At one time, we had 1,100 kids in lockup in South Dakota. And that's too many. And so the pendulum was too far that direction. And so we passed a bill that changed everything. It made it nearly impossible for a person to get in lockup as a young person. And now the pendulum has swung back to approximately 300. And that's close to the right answer, but it should be 330. Not 300, but 330. And so the bill that I'll give you the background as to what we did wrong and how we did it wrong and how to fix it. If you do something bad as a young person, we can put you on probation. We can do three things. If you do if you do a violent felony or rape, you're going to jail. So we're not talking about those guys. We're talking about everybody but those guys, which is a bunch of people. We can put you on probation. We can give you counseling, and we can give you 90 days in JDC, which is code word for jail. I took a tour of it the other day. It looks like a jail to me. They call it JDC. So here's what's happening. Somebody goes out and steals a car. We give them probation. On probation, which is a felony, they go out and steal another car. And they wreck it, which is a felony, and we give them probation. And I don't have enough time to go around this post as many times. We go around this post unlimited number of times. And every time, pretty soon the kid figures out, I'm going to get probation. Or maybe we'll give you counseling. The counseling is, you bring your family in Monday at 3 o'clock. You're on probation, you're supposed to be there at 3 o'clock with your family to do what they call functional family counseling, therapy. You don't show up on Monday. So we tell you, how about next Monday at 3 o'clock? You don't show up. So we give you probation. And then you steal another car, and we put you in jail for 90 days. You wreck the car. So it's a $30,000 car, and we put you in jail for 90 days. Pretty soon, and this is the actual, we can't put them in jail for 91 days. You can put them in jail for 90 days. So we throw up our hands and we give up, we surrender. This guy, he won, we lost, and he knows it. So all my bill says is, and the solution is simple. There are 19 treatment centers in South Dakota. And the best example is, in Aberdeen, is New Beginnings. The most famous one is McCrossin Boys Ranch. If I was a young man in trouble and you sent me to McCrossin Boys Ranch, I would have died and gone to heaven. I might have to go back the second time. I'd enjoy it so much working around the horses. But the point is, that is a 24/7 influence. The problem that we've got is we're trying to influence these people 1 hour a week. And it works for 95% of the kids are good to go with 1 hour a week. Some of the kids need 24/7, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, I don't know, 3 months. But the only way you get to them is 24/7, and you get them out of the home, away from the thing that may have caused the problem in the first place. And that's, my bill went 16 to 16. And when we came back and I lost it the second day, we did a recount on it. The good news is my bill's alive and well. It died, it's alive and well. We brought it back to life again. A good representative on the other side had the same interest. He put a bill in. It's nearly identical to the concept, but it's a solution. I think we got a 50% chance or better of fixing the problem this year. Thank you.
It's been interesting to visit with the state's attorney and some of the different people on this, but part of this, there's where's Devin? There's Devin. Part of this is there are other extenuating factors, and some of the problems with juvenile justice. According to the group that has the Kids Count Profile, Economic Well-Being, Children in Poverty, 35,000 children in the state of South Dakota are in poverty, 17%. And then children without parents, they lack security of employment, 52,000 children. So there's extenuating factors of why these kids get in this position. It's not that all the kids that are in need of a juvenile detention center or in need of juvenile justice are totally bad. Sometimes they're just put in a position where they can't take care of themselves. And this is one I brought back special for Devon, and there's 1,159 people are homeless in South Dakota as of January 21st, 2018. And you know, we think in terms of, we don't have a problem with homelessness. We do. And because of that problem, we have people that move into the juvenile justice program, and those are the people that need our help. We don't need to criticize this thing, we need to build it up and we need to make it happen. And Al Novstrup is really doing a fine job on this. But I do have some statistics here. There's 285 people that are homeless on the street, 707 are in shelters, 167 are in traditional housing. And what I'm saying is we don't need to have the conversation on those things in here, we need to start making things happen. And we're moving forward with juvenile justice even though we've been told no several times. So we don't take no for an answer every time. And I've been married for 45 years in December, and my wife, when she says no, I take that as the final answer. Thank you.